production. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are struggling with what the hell do you do? How do you start? What's the best approach and whatnot? So we thought we'd bring in the big guns here and bring in a good friend of mine, Mr. Spenser Sotello from the band Periphery. How's it going, Spencer?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Now, this is the thing. I like Spencer's productions because he looks at things a little bit differently than I would. I've been over to his studio a few times and, you know, he's pulled up some mixes, some stuff he's working on and I go, oh, hey, that's kind of cool. What do you got going on there? What's going on with that snare? What's going on with those guitars? So, you know, even a guy like me who's been at this for a couple of decades tries to learn something new every day. And I like Spencer's take on a lot of these things. So, hey, tell us all about what you got in mind here. What is this? Why should we be looking at this course? What's so damn important? Why should people give you their hard-earned money?
We did things a little bit differently with this course. We wanted to give you a window look inside what it's like to be a producer working with a band, all the way from pre-pro, starting from the ground and building everything up from tracking, you know, chopping up the structure of the song, tracking vocals, bass guitars, drums, and microphone placements on everything. And then at the finality of the course, we have the mixing and mastering stage, which we went very, very in-depth on. We wanted it to feel almost like a documentary where we left a lot of things in that you would normally cut out in a course to show you guys the struggles and also the wins of what it's like to produce and also be an artist in the studio working with a producer.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I'll say, you know, correct me if I'm wrong here, but at least in my experience, it's a lot of struggle and the occasional win.
Yeah, and you'll see that in the course, but when you see what the track ended up sounding like,
okay,
you could see it's all worth it in the end. Another approach we took to this was doing a very, very, I don't want to say old school, but almost like a hybrid, kind of like new age production mixed with old tricks from, you know, the 70s and 80s. We have a lot of old outboard gear that we've used. We used real amps, no guitar sims or anything like that, and really, really went to town on the way we mic'd up the drums for it.
That's the thing I was going to say, man. We got a clip here for you guys in a sec. And this is something I was going over yesterday, where you guys need like this drum intro and, you know, the main drummer left, so you got Jackson to jump on the kit. And it's just like what he was, you know, busting out and the amount of saturation you guys had going on the drums. That was fucking impressive, dude. Let's roll that clip right now.
So after Ty finished the drums, we reviewed the structure and everything after Jackson finished editing them. And we decided that the intro of the song needed some sort of like trashy, cool groove with a fill going into the first part of the song. So Ty's already gone, but luckily Jackson's a great drummer, so he's gonna go in there and take care of the part. All right, Jackson, you ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you one, so I guess it's 4 repetition of it.
Okay.
And then halfway in, just
So we're
come in
gonna
with your
start from
groove.
the top. Excellent.
All right, here you go. Fucking one take over here, dude. Holy shit.
So when I see stuff like that, I really do get inspired. It's like, okay, I want to dig into this. I want to start playing with those tracks and see what I can get out of them as well. And that's one thing I love about doing courses like this, because we get our hands on the tracks and see how it all fits together. All right, guys, Christmas comes but once a year. And although Santa Claus is not real, I am. So in order to make everyone's holiday just a little more cheerful, we're putting together the craziest bundle of courses and software in pro audio ever. So get this, we've got Spenser's complete audio production guide, and all you Periphery fans, you know who you are, you definitely want to get your hands on. Hell, the rest of you guys want to get your hands on. And just to make things more interesting, we're throwing in Element Bass, Spectre Digital's bass amp sim that's been blowing everyone's mind since we released it last month. Every heavy mix ever has one thing in common, and that's great bass tone. Element delivers the goods, and that's what we're hearing right now. We're also throwing in Extinction Level Event 2.0, our brand new update for our killer drum library. It's mix ready right out of the box to get you the sounds you want without having to jump through a whole bunch of hoops to get them. And we've even thrown in the Spectre MIDI Grooves pack as well at no extra cost. So you don't have to program anything, you can just rock out from the word go. Also included in this bundle is the Cockblocker Noise Gate, as well as the Singularity Virtual Bass Instrument. So if your bass players are rule number 2, you can replace them with Singularity and find finally learned what a properly played bass is supposed to sound like. Now, just to be clear, all of that software includes lifetime licenses. These are not subscriptions. You buy it, you own it. Does all that sound completely insane? Guess what? I'm just getting warmed up. We've also got Spenser's course that he did with Chris Lipe, the Motormouth vocal course. That's a full in-depth course specifically on singing. And Dave Nazi from Mixbus TV is joining this bundle as well with his recording, mixing, and mastering alt metal course. Now, how much is all this gonna cost? Well, because it's Christmas and I'm feeling generous and want to bring a bit of joy to this world, we're gonna make it available for the next 4 days for only $197. I'm not joking. You get all of those courses plus 4 of the most badass drum and bass plugins for only $197. But I'm still not finished. I've even thrown in 4 of my own courses into this as well. You'll get mixing metal in Reaper with free plugins, Total Heavy Guitar, which is my course on recording real live amps, plus producing prog metal and mixing symphonic folk metal. Alex Nasla even added his course, mixing and mastering a full metal album. He takes you through the entire process. It's very in-depth and a lot of fun. And just to make it even more exciting, we'll be randomly choosing one lucky purchaser to have a song produced by Spenser at Black Box Studio in Las Vegas. Now, all of this at regular prices would cost you over $1,200 plus however many days in Spenser's studio. I don't even want to ask what that one's going to cost, but you get all of this for only $197 as an exclusive bundle for the next couple of days. And just to make it even easier for you guys, you can split your payments into 4 installments of $49.25. Now look, we can only do this unbeatable deal once. You get Spenser's course plus 4 plugins plus an additional 7 courses for only $197. And it's only available from today, Thursday, December 21st till end of day, December 24th. That's an over $1,200 value. So what are you waiting for? Go get your bundle now before it's gone. All right, Spenser, tell us a little bit more about the course, man. What's this about? You were mentioning something about your vocals?
Yeah, so I think one of my favorite parts of the course, after watching everything back, was the vocal section of the course, from workshopping the harmonies and main lines and just sweetening them up with Mikey, the singer of TVCK, the band we recorded. You get to see exactly how it's like working with the producer, going from, well, this part's good here, this part can use some love, and then seeing him tracking while I'm coaching him through it. But on top of that, we did a whole section on gang vocals, so everybody involved in the production was in the studio singing gang vocals and harmonies behind his main vocals afterwards. And then on top of that, we decided to add a guest vocal in from myself in the bridge of the song. So you get to see Jackson tracking me on that, and all of my takes going into, what went into that guest vocal part.
Okay, that's pretty cool too. So this is kind of setting you guys up just slightly apart from what you would get in a normal course, because you're getting a lot more of it, and plus you're getting to really see the vocal production end of thing. It's not just a mixing course. This is a production course, right? So are you giving tips on how to coach the vocalist?
Oh yeah, you get to see that. I think that whole section of the video, just me coaching Mikey, is like an hour and a half to 2 hours or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of it in there.
Okay, that's something I really want to watch. I mean, like, your experience might be a little different from, say, the guy working in his home studio coaching another vocalist and whatnot. So let's take a look at a bit of that right now.
It was supposed to be faster, so Twilight Realm, medicate yourself.
I think I might change the structure on that, if that's cool. Medicate. So like, medicate yourself and call it prophet. Yep.
Medicate yourself.
Medicate yourself.
Okay. Medicate yourself.
Yeah.
Got it.
Awesome. Yeah, that feels a little bit more like
Less
you
rushed.
can sing that live too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like really get that on your medicate yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
All right, so that's super cool, man. But let's face it here, a lot of us are just starting out. A lot of us might not know exactly what the hell we're doing. So my question is, what skill level was this course designed for?
The skill level for this course was designed for anybody from beginner to advanced. Along the whole way, you're going to learn tips that even somebody just starting out this year can apply. And we describe everything in layman's terms as much as we can to really, really give you guys the knowledge and for you guys to absorb it and use it yourselves.
All right, fantastic. So I think this was recorded in Pro Tools, was it not?
It was, yes.
Okay. Are we getting raw wave files so we can like dump it into Reaper or whatever DAW we want?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, fantastic. Just want to double check out there for all the Reaper guys. Yes, you can use this in your Reaper. It will be fine. All you got to do is follow along and apply the same principles you see Spencer using, and you should be in good shape. Now, here's something really cool as well you guys are offering, and that is you've got a group class you're going to be doing for this as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Jackson and I are going to be doing call sessions with advice, any questions you guys have about production, recording, anything like that, you'll be able to ask us in real time over video call. We'll be able to give you tips and tricks to help you guys out with your productions.
All right, that's fantastic, man. Now, for those of you guys who are wondering who's this Jackson guy he keeps talking about, okay, that's my friend Jackson Ward, our mutual friend Jackson Ward. Now, if you guys don't know who Jackson is, obviously you haven't been watching my show at all because Jackson plays 90% of the drums on the show, and he's been doing that for the last 5 or 6 years at this point now. Jackson's not only an absolute monster drummer, he's also a monster engineer and just a great guy to work with. He's definitely got some cool insights as well. He's got a lot to offer in terms of this course too.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know him, you will know him by the end of the course. He's my co-pilot through the whole thing.
All right, guys, once again, that's Spenser Sotello's complete guide to audio production. If you're a Periphery fan, hell, if you're a music fan, you definitely want to check it out, and you definitely don't want to miss this insane bundle.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, me and Spencer just went off on a tangent. You're not going to see about ShamWow commercials and whatnot. And I got to admit, it is kind of feeling like that a little bit. But seriously, we did want to put together something absolutely fucking awesome for you this Christmas. And yeah, you don't want to miss out on this one. Oh, I forgot to mention, all the software licenses are exactly that. You get a full license to our software. It's not some deal where you got to do a subscription or anything like that. No, if you buy this bundle, you own our plugins for life. So just to make that absolutely clear, once again, this is an unbeatable deal. It's Christmas. Figure what the hell. Let's be nice and give everybody out there who's working at their desk, working their asses off, something to really look forward to and put together just an unbeatable package that I know you guys are going to love, because we've got the killer bass tones, we've got the killer drum sounds, and we got the killer production courses to all go along with it from this killer dude right here. Hey guys, thought I should mention one critical point here is that due to the overwhelming demand this close to the holidays, please allow us several days after the sale ends for licenses to the software and partner products to be generated. Now, what that means is, yes, you get the software, you buy it, you own it. It's not a subscription deal or anything like that. But just because we're anticipating so many sales, we want to make sure everybody gets their licenses and this doesn't get screwed up. So we're going to need a couple days to make that happen. But yes, everybody who bought the bundle gets the software. Just wanted to make that extra super special clear. All right. Now back to the show. All right, Spencer, thank you so much for being on the show, man. Really look forward to going through this course just a little bit more in depth. I was going to say, yeah, for all you guys who are wondering how my snare sounds got better, by the way, yeah, Spencer, he kind of broke it down for me how he's getting his snare tones, because I go over there and I'm like, that's a fucking badass snare, dude. And I'm like, how the hell are you doing that? So he showed me. Do you show everyone how to do that thing in the course?
Oh yeah, we spend a lot of time on snares, recording, snare processing, and one of the things that Glenn loves so much the first time he came to the studio that I have on all my snares is an original AMS that we're using as an insert to get that explosion out of the snare.
Exactly. And like I said, that's one of the reasons my snare sounds so much better these days, because he was nice enough to break it down for me and show me how he does it. And I was able to replicate a similar process here in the studio, just in software. Really cool method of doing things. And I do very much appreciate that.
So you can use any kind of plugins, reverb plugins, whatever you want, to add some space around your snare. I always like to do that. We've talked about it multiple times in this course. We got a hold of an original AMS, or digital reverb unit, from the 80s, and it just sounds great. It's just on the nonlinear 2 setting, and we're actually clipping the input here on the bus from the snare. So we're sending it in hot, and then we're coming back in Pro Tools at a controlled level, and this is the effect you get with it. lot of energy to the snare. And for some reason, this unit, see how explosive and crazy it sounds on its own? It ends up always working with drum rooms for some reason. It ends up sounding like it's part of the recorded drum rooms every time I use it, no matter what kind of recording. It's kind of a magic box.
All right, let's wrap it up here. Thanks, Spencer, so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, no, seriously, my pleasure. Once again, make sure you follow the link in the description below. Grab Spencer's course as part of the bundle, and it's only available as part of the bundle. You won't get his course anywhere else or in any other package, and it's only going to be available for the next 4 days. Don't miss out.